Hello, this is Catherine, Executive Communications for 3DBLM. If you've ever wanted to start and run your own personal business, this is the expert source of information from experts you need, whether you create a startup, acquisition or franchise. The 3D Business Launch Model, created by Gene H. Irwin, covers all aspects of developing and running your own home-based business. He is your personal mentor in developing any type of business. This podcast will greatly add to your understanding of all matters relating to your own home-based business.
Thanks, Catherine. Hello, friend. This is Gene Irwin, founder of the 3D Business Launch Model. And this particular podcast, and what we call Podcast 2C, we're going to talk about franchises under $100,000 and franchises under $50,000. Now, why in the world would we talk about franchises when in fact we're looking for something called a self-employed or a home-based business? Well, the answer may not be so obvious, but here's the reason. We're going to do that so you can see other fields and opportunities that might be of interest to you, but also to give you something to shoot for. So that's the objective, is to give you an all-around background information. First recommendation I'm going to make to you is to make sure you jot down the following information from a video that I created a few months ago relative to this opportunity for you, and that's called Franchise Development Recommendations. Take a look at it. It's listed at https://YouTube, spelled youTube.be/60KEN6GEGCS. And you'll recognize it by the following thumbnail, which is 3DBLM Teaches and Coaches Franchise Development by Gene Irwin, Tips, Traps, and Expectations. And in this video, we're going to cover lots of different franchises so you can get a feel for what we're talking about. You'll find something of interest here, I'm sure of that. Franchises that are available. Number one, we're going to give you the name of the company. Then we're going to talk about the cash required to start that company. We're going to talk about the total startup costs, the year founded, the franchise operations began, and the number of units in the United States and Canada. Now, the point of that is to help you understand how and when to expand your business. Before we go into detail of various franchises, I have to tell you a little bit about our relationship with third-party information. Disclaimer: a source of third-party content, their ownership and copyright materials referenced. References used in this material are the copyright and ownership of the companies so referenced. See their website for details. Global Funding or Gene H. Irwin are not responsible for the accuracy or content of reference companies or products. Please do your own due diligence. My friend, I realize that our focus is on you. Our focus is to help you understand what it takes to become self-employed and have your own business. Perhaps you have a type of business in mind. Please let us know. You can contact me directly at 1-800-750-8767 or contact us through GHIGFAC@AOL.com and give us an idea of what type of self-employed business you have or would like to start, and also your home-based business and what kind of operations you plan to work with. We'll see if we can help you further. But you can also go online and take advantages of one of our programs that'll help you quickly get off the ground in that regard. As we begin the relationship here to understand how the franchises operate, we're going to go into some background and details so you can understand the differences and the things that they go through to get to where they are today. The point here is to help you avoid the pitfalls and challenges and the problems that they faced so that we can move along a little bit quicker to help your business become more profitable sooner. So here's the question I posed in our last podcast, and here is wisdom. If someone has successfully done what it is you want to do for your own home-based business, doesn't it make sense to discover what they did well and what issues to avoid in your new business? Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm going to give you about an hour's worth of reference ideas from current and recent franchise markets, which grew from their own self-employment home-based business to where they are today. You might be surprised at the types of businesses and markets they are addressing, which may or may not be exactly what you want to learn. But keep in mind, just because they want between $150,000 and $10,000 to start a franchise with them, doesn't mean that's what it's going to be for your initial cost. You don't have to have the overhead they're dealing with, and you have me and other experts to help you now at the front end of your business. The goal here is to help you succeed beyond your wildest expectations. We can only do that with communication on both sides. Let's begin by looking at franchises under $50,000, and we'll go over the details as I mentioned earlier. Let's get into it. The format for explaining how franchises operate and various requirements for each one comes from a referral source called Franchise Business Review. I've given you several links to that website, but here's the address. It's https://franchisebusinessreview.com. Great company. You want to go and take a look at the information they have there. It's great information for you of all businesses of all types nationwide. The first one we're going to talk about is a company called 360 Clean. Cash required $20,000. Total startup requirements about $21,000 to $29,000. Founded in the year 2005. Franchising began in 2008, and there are 75 units in the United States and Canada. Here's a little bit more information about 360 Clean. If you've been searching for a franchise opportunity that offers high earning potential, low investment, and the ability to run the business from home, you should consider 360 Clean. It's relatively low overhead. It's a unique commercial cleaning franchise, specializes in offering a health-focused office cleaning service. The goal of each 360 Clean is to provide a clean yet germ and infectious-free environment. When you become a 360 Clean franchise owner, you become a part of a great business. The next one's a company called Cruise Planners, an American Express travel representative. Listen carefully, an American Express travel representative. Cash required, $1,000 to $11,000. Total startup, about $2,300 to $23,000, began in the year 1994. Franchising began in 1999. They have roughly 2,500 locations around the country. Cruise Planners, American Express Travel Representative, is the largest home-based travel agency franchise in the nation, with over 2,500 franchise owners in all 50 states. So that means you're not alone. Cruise Planners franchise owners own and operate their own travel agency business and earn their money helping clients plan their various experiences such as cruises and land tours. The third group of people we're going to look at is something called Premier Pools and Spas. Cash required $10,000. Total startup costs $48,000 to $107,000. Started in 1988. Began franchising in 2014. They have 118 locations around the United States and Canada. And it's the number one and fastest growing pool builder in the world. Has offered franchise opportunities and onboards entrepreneurs who want a common goal of providing world-class customer service and quality pools. Premier Pools and Spas franchisees play a significant role in the sale, design, construction, and remodel of in-ground swimming pools. Today, Premier is proud to offer its pool building services in 36 states throughout the United States, with a total of 97 build franchises. And the last company on this first slide is something called Soccer Shots. Cash required $20,000, $50,000 net worth. Total startup costs $43,000 to $56,000. Year founded in the year 2000. Franchising since 2005. There are a total of 275 franchise units in the United States and Canada. Soccer Shots is an engaging children's soccer program focused on character development. Impact children's lives on and off the field. The owner-operator will typically hands-on with the business. They may require a program coordinator and or director, and typically hire several coaches. They perform day-to-day duties like scheduling, finance, HR functions, selling, marketing, organizational management. The next group of franchises to look at is Spoiled Rotten Photography. Cash required $35,000. Net worth $75,000. Total startup $33,000 to $49,000. Year founded 2003. Franchising began in 2013, but they only have 15 franchisees throughout the United States and Canada. Picture yourself in a career capturing smiles and making memories, join a franchise family that will help you build a thriving photography business that gives you amazing work-life balance. At Spoiled Rotten Photography, we love kids, and we're on a mission to capture hearts and dreams and spirit of childhood. We're more than a photography business. We're moms and dads who know in our hearts that the early years of wonder and excitement are a fleeting gift to be captured. franchise is something called Payroll Vault. Cash required, $100,000. Net worth required, $250,000. Total startup, $39,000 to $64,000. Year began 2008. Franchise began in 2012. And there are 62 units throughout the United States. Payroll Vault is a business-to-business service. It's a boutique-style, full-service payroll company designed for small businesses. Payroll is ranked in the top 3 outsourced business services, and with over 90% of business in the small business category, we have found a niche to provide payroll and workforce management services for these companies with incomparable client service. An incredible opportunity for anyone who wants to be in the payroll business. My friends, this next opportunity is one that I've mentioned to you earlier that's going to start taking the world and the United States by storm, and that is something called home care. Home care not only for seniors, but for individuals. So it's called Synergy Home Care, $50,000 cash required, net worth $150,000, total startup $44,000 to $170,000. The year founded in 1999, franchising began in 2005, and there are 417 units in the United States and Canada. And today you stand at the brink of a home care industry that's poised for exponential growth. I would have to agree. Currently, there are more than 50 million seniors aged 65 or older in the United States, and by the end of the decade, millions of baby boomers will turn 65, increasing the need for services for years to come. I think this is going to be one of the great interesting fields to watch and get into if you're interested in something called home care. The next franchise under $50,000 is something called Amazing Athletes. Cash required $30,000, net worth $30,000, total startup costs $33,000 to $65,000. Year founded in 2003, began franchising in 2006. They have 122 franchisees around the United States and Canada. Amazing Athletes is a mobile, year-round educational sports and fitness program, introduces young children to the basic fundamentals of 10 different sports, helping them to master 6 key areas of motor development. They take care to ensure every child is able to build their skills at their own pace in a non-competitive, learning-based environment that emphasizes patience, teamwork, skill building, and confidence. So if you have an interest in helping children learn various activities while building up their strength, and something called Amazing Athletes might be exactly the kind of franchise you're looking for. In the past various kinds of podcasts, I haven't talked to you about how you set up your business in terms of how you name it, other than the fact that when we talked about it at the very beginning of having your own home-based business or self-employed business, your name is very important. And the way that you title the name of your company may be something like Bob's Cleaners or Joe's Mowing Services, or pick a name, Sally's Babysitting Service. The moment you hear the name, you know that it belongs to Sally and is probably dealing with taking care of little ones, all right? But if you have a name that is confusing, it has multiple opportunities to be something else entirely, it's an area where you need to make sure that you have the proper name for your business so that people don't have to guess what it is that you do. The next franchise I want to share with you is a company called Image One. They require $50,000 with a net worth of $30,000. Total cost to start up is $43,000 to $217,000. Founded in the year 2010, began franchising a year later in 2011. They have 18 such franchises nationwide. And Image One is a few aspects of the Image One franchise that are different from any other cleaning company. So, they are a cleaning company. They offer facility solutions to businesses for over 30 years. They perfected their practice with a stellar franchise opportunity. Image One offers an opportunity to get the entire family involved. And many of our franchise owners work with their spouses or even a large business that offers job opportunities for all your family members. It's a home-based model where your employees service clients at their facility, and as the franchise owner, you're responsible for sales, operations, and managing your own crews. The next franchise on this list is a company called OxyFresh Carpet Cleaning. Cash required $42,000 with a net worth of $42,000. Startup of $42,000 to $60,000. Year founded in 2006. Franchising began immediately in 2006. and they have 475 franchisees in the United States and in Canada. OxyFresh is the world's greenest carpet cleaning company. Services both residential and commercial clients. Spent 14 years building efficient cleaning systems for carpet, upholstery, tile, and grout and hardwood floor cleaning. Uses 1 to 2 gallons of water per home, 1 to 2 hours of driving time, and low fuel and low-cost fuel-efficient vehicles and home-based operations. Invested heavily in operational automation with a fully functioning scheduling center dedicated to taking calls, giving accurate quotes, collecting all customer data, and booking jobs for franchisees across Canada and United States and Canada. OxyFresh is a cutting-edge franchise of technology. This may be one that you have an interest in looking at if you want to be a carpet cleaner and a home business operator with that type of business. The last one on this particular list is a company called Premier Pool Service. They require $10,000 to get started. The startup costs are $27,000 to $99,000. Founded in 2017, franchises began a year later. In 2018, they have 31 such franchises throughout the United States and Canada. They were founded in 1988, as I mentioned. I didn't mention that part. Premier Services built a well-earned reputation, deliver first-class results for the customer's budget. Homeowners nationwide entrust Premier Pool Service with the cleaning and maintenance of their pool. It's a reliable, professional, trustworthy choice for all pool service and repair. A perfectly balanced pool is essential for safe, enjoyable swimming, and they are certified technicians who perform all cleaning services and fencing construction to ensure pools are fully sensitized and safe. The company has their agents fix pool motors, timers, lights, heaters, filters, pumps, valves, plumbing, tile skimmers, main drains, leaks automation, in-floor pool cleaners, automatic pool cleaners, and so much more. That's an important area for you if you want to have a pool cleaning service that covers all elements of taking care of somebody's pool. 4 more franchises under $50,000 for your consideration. The first one is a company called Natural Lawn of America. Cash required $50,000, net worth $250,000. Starting cost $47,500 to $113,000. They were founded in 1987. Began franchising in 1989, and they have 94 franchises throughout the United States and Canada. Natural Lawn of America's environmental-friendly approach to lawn care has been creating green lawns quickly with fewer weeds since 1987. Natural Lawn of America customizes a natural lawn care program specific to each lawn's needs. Using organic lawn care products, Natural Lawn of America gives you a healthier, greener lawn. Natural Lawn of America offers an exclusive line of lawn and garden products for the do-it-yourselfer. This extensive line consists of safer insect, weed, and rodent controls, as well as eco-friendly ice melt, grass seed, and equipment. The next franchise is Care Patrol. Cash required $50,000, net worth $250,000. Total startup costs, investments $44,000 to $104,000. Year founded 1994. Franchise began in 2009, and there are 150 franchisees throughout the United States and Canada. Get to know Care Patrol. Helps families find assisted living and other housing options for seniors. So Care Patrol means senior care. We refer our clients to top in-home care providers or assisted living communities and receive a generous commission each time our client chooses one of our providers' services. And you finish the day knowing you've made a difference in someone's life. Care Patrol assists seniors and their families with the difficult task of identifying the most appropriate residential facility or in-home care service in their area. Each of our offices are contracted with dozens of providers in their region and have tremendous earning potential for every solution offered to a senior. The service is completely free to clients as our franchisees are paid directly by the providers. It's a business in which each party benefits and feels immense satisfaction every time the service is performed. This franchise is a company called TGA Premier Sports. $50,000 cash required with the same net worth. Total startup costs $30,000 to $80,000. Founded in 2003. Franchise began in 2006 with 55 units throughout the United States and Canada. It's a leader in golf and tennis for year-round introduction and recreational programming. through mobile business, provides a curriculum that is designed to help young players progress their skills, develop a passion for playing, and provide a pathway to explore, develop, and achieve through sports. The final franchise company we want to review under $50,000 is a company called the N2 Company. N2 Company has a startup investment requirement of $975 to $9,800. Founded in the year 2004, franchise began in 2016. They have 788 franchises throughout the United States and Canada. It provides marketing solutions for local businesses while building a strong sense of community in hundreds of markets nationwide. Through print publications and digital services, N2 franchisees empower great businesses to connect with most influential customers and consumers in their area, engage these ideal prospects, and convert them into loyal clients. From its team of 550-plus franchise owners and dedicated professionals, IT experts, graphic designers who support them, to the local businesses and community members they serve. Well, there you have it, folks. Those are the ones under $50,000. Let's talk about ones that are under $100,000 and see if we can get a little bit better market size for you to take a look at. As a reminder, this is Gene Irwin, founder of the 3D Business Launch Model. Now we're going to talk to you about franchises under $100,000 to help you get to understand these different markets. The first one I'm going to talk about is a company called Critter Control. Critter Control began in 1982. You need $8,075 to $52,000 with a net worth of the same amount, but the startup cost between $63,000 and $170,000. They began their company in 1987. They currently have 86 locations around the continent and Canada. Critter Control is a nationally recognized brand, the only wildlife management firm with offices coast to coast. When it comes to nuisance wildlife, homeowners and businesses and municipalities choose the professionals at Critter Control, Nuisance Wildlife Control, to help protect their property. That's where you come in as the franchise owner. They offer exciting, rewarding business in wildlife and pest management. If you have a passion for building a business of your own, controlling your time and finances, Critter Control offers can be fun and rewarding career for you. Perform a wide variety of wildlife management and home services, including trapping, exclusion, and damage repair, home maintenance, animal transportation, air purification, municipal animal control, and other wildlife management-related products and services. If you like working outdoors with animals and protecting them and homeowners and business owners, this might be the perfect franchise for you. The next franchise under $100,000 to consider is a company called Gotcha Covered. Gotcha Covered is a window covering franchise that provides custom window treatments to businesses, residential customers, and offers virtually everything from the inside of the window, including blinds, shades, shutters, window film, curtains, draperies, and more. Gotcha Covered is $10,000 to $15,000 cash required. Startup costs are $87,000 to $117,000. Founded in 2001, franchise began in 2009, and they have 150 franchises nationwide in Canada. Again, got you covered. Next franchise to consider is a company called Heaven's Best Carpet Cleaning. Since 1983. Heaven's Best Carpet Cleaning. Cash required $22,500. Total startup $55,000 to $110,000. Founded in 1983, began franchising in 1983 and have 790 franchises nationwide. Heaven's Best Carpet Cleaning began in 1983. Their low prices make starting a Heaven's Best franchise affordable. We believe in good old-fashioned values like honesty, fairness, and hard work. The royalties are very affordable. Nobody gives you more for your money. You can start a Heaven's Best franchise for just $40,000. You get all the necessary cleaning equipment, cleaners, and supplies to start your franchise, including branded material, access to advertising, and continual training and support. Heaven's Best Carpet Cleaning. The next company is called FiberNew. Cash required $25,000. Total startup investment $88,000 to $99,000. Founded in 1985. Franchises began in 1987. They have 278 franchisors in North America. FiberNew began in 1987, built and refined a franchise business system, including research and development. The strength of their business model, the quality of their products and services contribute to the success of more than 250 franchisees. When you look at what they provide a product which is leather, plastic, vinyl everywhere, and essentially becomes damaged through normal wear and tear or accidents. FiberNew restores rips, fades, stains, cracks, scratches, and holes on items in homes, vehicles, boats, planes, and businesses. Again, FiberNew, that's what they do. 19 different companies under $50,000 for franchises. I have 4 more for a total of 23. And then we're going to take a look at 13 different franchises which are available to you that are under $100,000. The first one on this slide is ATAX franchise. Cash required $27,500, net worth $50,000, startup $62,500 to $79,000. Year founded 1986. Franchising began in 2007. They have 85 units throughout North America. ATAX is a full-service national tax preparation and business services franchise serving both English and Spanish clients. They specialize in personal taxes, business taxes, bookkeeping, payroll, and incorporation services. If that's of interest to you, look up the ATAX franchise. The next one is MadePro. Cash required $35,000, net worth $100,000, total starting costs $94,500 to $120,000. Year founded in 1991. Franchising began in 1997. There are approximately 282 franchises throughout North America. MadePro, as the home cleaning industry, is growing fast, and MadePro helps you capitalize on that growth. Lead your team of cleaning professionals, be your own boss, control your own future. You gain a proven system built by home service franchising experts. If you have an interest in a cleaning business, take a look at MadePro. The third one on this group is New Again Houses, $35,000 cash, $94,000 to $180,000 startup investment, founded in 2008. Franchising began in 2019 with 32 units throughout North America. Getting to know New Again Houses. If you want to build a real business, not a second job, you want to build a business that makes a difference in your life, you can spend years building those yourself, or you can build again with New Again Houses. Jump into Flip Simulator and learn to use all the tools in New Again Houses to flip hundreds of houses. Pour fuel on your local market with our digital marketing platform, benefit from continued support in the New Again ecosystem, and access capital from our partners at Alta Capital Management. So if you have an interest in flipping houses, New Again Houses might be just the right franchise for you. Take a look at them. Last on this slide is a company called Oasis Senior Advisors. Oasis Senior Advisors requires $40,000 cash, $150,000 net worth, $64,900 to start up to $99,000. Founded in 2013, franchises began in 2014. 110 franchises throughout North America. Again, think of the name, Oasis Senior Advisors. Oasis Senior Advisors is a home-based, scalable concept with high growth potential, allows owners to control their own destiny. You establish and grow relationships with community partners to provide seniors and their families with the right resources and living solutions when they need them most. You're dealing with seniors who need help in terms of private services at their home or perhaps in a home for seniors. If that's of interest to you, look at Oasis Senior Advisors. The next 13 companies I'm going to talk about in the franchise business are all just under $100,000 in terms of total outlay, and that might be of interest to you. I'm going to start with a company called WOW One Day Painting. So cash required for one-day painting is $50,000. Net worth required $100,000. Startup costs $63,500 to $134,000. Founded in the year 2010, franchising began in 2011. There are 67 units throughout North America. So the gentleman that created something called 1-800 Got Junk is known for his amazing branding, is also the same person who created WOW One Day Painting. In the world of junk, this owner now turns his attention to the billion-dollar industry, residential and commercial painting. It revolutionizes the fragmenting painting industry with a simple formula: speed plus quality equals wow. How is One Day One painting different from other painting franchises? They do it all in one day. Has revolutionized the industry by creating a new category that sets us apart from the competition. They focus on residential interior because it minimizes disruption to our customers' lives. We do the work. We don't rely on subcontractors. We hire our own employees to ensure quality control. They have back office support, in-house call center, online booking engine, and a sophisticated lead generation. Our teams and systems allow customers to book 24/7. Wow One Day Painting was created by the same people behind 1-800-GOT-JUNK, which is now a $400 million system. So if you have an interest in the painting business, perhaps Wow One Day Painting is just for you. Perhaps you have an interest in property management. The next company franchise is called Real Property Management. Cash required $50,000, net worth $150,000. Total startup $99,400 to $146,000. Founded in 1986, franchising began in 2005. There are approximately 370 franchises throughout North America. Real Property Management is the largest property management franchise in North America with more than 35 years of experience, providing full-service residential property management for thousands of investors and rental homeowners and 370 independently owned and operated locations. If that's of interest to you in terms of property management, look up Real Property Management. Friend, if you recall, I said senior care is going to take this country by storm over the next several years, and this may be very much of interest to you. It's a company called Senior Care Authority. Cash required $50,000 to $150,000. Net worth $150,000. Startup cost $71,000 to $90,000. Founded in 2009. Franchise began in 2014. So get to know Senior Care Authority is a feel-good business in high demand. Senior industry that gives franchise owners the opportunity to build a business. It's a home-based, low-cost, low-overhead, high-margin business. Franchise owners receive the support of a nationally recognized brand. They have unparalleled training, cutting-edge technology, superior marketing support. It's a placement and elder care consulting business with two revenue streams. Number one, senior placement. Whether families need help with assisted living, dementia care, independent senior living, franchise owners identify the right level of care and find the best fit for seniors. Number two, elder care consulting is exclusive to Senior Care Authority, offers families more help with challenging transitions and decision-making. This may include family coaching, skilled nursing or caregiver selection, connections to vetted resources, and more. Whatever the need, franchise owners customize a program for each client. So if you have an interest in Senior Care Authority franchise may be what you're looking for. So here's a question for you. Do you hate bugs, especially those that want to invade your home? I think everybody does. And so here's a franchise you most likely have heard of. It's called Truly Nolan of America. Cash required $50,000. They don't look at your net worth. Total startup costs $50,000 to $293,000. Founded in 1938. Year founded in 1938, franchising began in 1998, and the difference is 60 years of experience before they began franchising with 40 units throughout North America. Truly Nolan of America. Truly Nolan started pest control in 1938. They have one of the longest companies in the industry. Truly Nolan is an industry leader and innovator. The franchise has spent considerable time and effort developing unique and effective pest control programs for both commercial and residential properties. So you have an interest in an insect and pest control business, perhaps Truly Nolan of America is one you should take a look at. A franchise called Shelf Genie requires $50,000. Total startup investment $91,000 to $135,000. Began in the year 2000. Franchising began in 2008. With 227 units throughout North America. Shelf Genie is acquired by a company called Neighborly, which is the world's largest home services franchisor with 17 brands in the United States, more than 5,000 franchises, and 10 million customers worldwide. This company focuses on repairing, maintaining, and enhancing homes and businesses through creative storage solutions. Their glide-out shelving solution helps people reclaim control of the living space through simple organization. So if you have an interest in providing services to a ready-made market with people who have businesses or homes that required shelving and maintaining space, perhaps Shelf Genie is just right for you. If you have an interest in being in the HVAC business, then AirServe, spelled A-I-R-E, Serve, is right up your alley. Cash required $50,000, startup cost $55,000 to $161,000. Founded in 1992, franchising began a year later in 1993. There are 117 units throughout the United States, and they are a neighborly company, meaning they're one of several companies, over 5,000 franchises worldwide. AirServe has been operating as a franchise system in installation, maintenance, and repair of residential and commercial heating, ventilating, air conditioning, and indoor air quality equipment and systems for over 30 years. So if you have an interest in the HVAC business in terms of a franchise and how they operate, AirServe may just be what you're looking for. I've mentioned several times in this podcast that the ability to provide service for seniors is going to be an exploding market in business. Here's another one, a franchise known as A Place at Home. Requires $50,000 in cash, net worth of $250,000, startup costs between $84,000 and $149,000. Founded in 2012, franchising began 5 years ago in 2017. There are 24 franchises in North America. Founded in 2012, after several attempts to find suitable services for the loved family, the founders finally struck out and decided to create their own franchises. They found a solution for not only their own family members, but also others facing similar challenges. The idea for A Place at Home was born: senior-focused care that is comprehensive, consistent, and continuous. A Place at Home's unique approach to non-medical in-home senior care is quickly expanding across the country. So if you have an interest in senior care, perhaps A Place at Home is the right franchise for you. This next franchise is out of Canada. It's a company called British Swim School. Cash required $75,000, net worth $150,000. Total startup investment $94,000 to $126,000. Founded in 1981. Franchising began 30 years later in 2011. They have 172 units throughout North America. British Swim School has leveraged a proven franchise model to become the leader in the $5 billion learn-to-swim school industry. It's a top, low-cost franchise under $100,000, easily scalable, provides a purpose-driven brand, providing a life skill to your community, widely considered an invaluable resource for potential franchisees. British Swim School is the North American leader in learn-to-swim programs. The company was revolutionary in developing a water survival program that enables young children to first survive a water incident and then develop lifelong swimming skills. To build upon our existence in Canada, we've launched a Canadian Foundation initiative. As a Canadian Foundation member, you'll benefit from one free territory when you invest in one or two territories. And you'll also have credits for marketing and other benefits. If you have an interest in a swim school franchise, then perhaps British Swim School is just what you're looking for. And we just have 6 more companies to take a quick look at, but let me tell you why I like the name of the following company, because the name tells you everything you need to know. It's a company called Office Pride Commercial Cleaning Services. That tells you exactly what you're doing. That's why I like it. There's no debating what the company name means. It means just that. Office Pride is commercial cleaning services. There are no cash requirements, but you do need to have a net worth of $100,000. Total startup cost $71,000 to $118,000. Founded in 1992. Began expansion and franchising in 1996. They have 145 units in North America. It's based in Palm Harbor, Florida, one of the most respected full-service commercial cleaning companies in the nation. Built on a strong set of core values, Office Pride is a respected national franchise, consistently ranking among the nation's top franchises. And if you have an interest in a commercial cleaning business, perhaps Office Pride Commercial Cleaning Services is exactly what you're looking for. I also like the name of the next franchise, called The Grounds Guys. Cash required $50,000, startup costs $83,000 to $203,000. Founded in 1987, franchising began 2010. There are 228 franchises throughout North America. The Ground Guys is also a neighborly company, is a full-service grounds care company offering commercial and residential landscape management services. If you're interested in the lawn care and landscaping industry, or if you're already part of it, the Grounds Guys could be the right franchise from you. So take a look at it. If you have an interest in landscaping and ground care, the Grounds Guys may be just what you want. Perhaps one of the more interesting franchises and companies is a company called PuroClean. PuroClean requires $55,000 in cash, a net worth of $250,000. Startup costs are $89,000 to $232,000. Founded in 2001, and it began to franchise immediately in 2001. So 21 years ago, and they have 351 franchises in North America. It is a comprehensive network of 300-plus franchise offices across North America, known as the Paramedics of Property Damage. PuroClean provides fire and smoke damage remediation, water damage remediation, floodwater removal, mold removal, and biohazard cleanup to commercial and residential customers. They perform thousands of jobs throughout the United States and Canada, and their commitment to customer service excellence has earned us a position of restoration partner for choice. So if you have an interest in restoration of homes and businesses due to damages, whether it's fire, flood, or other kinds of things, you want to get a hold of a company called PuroClean. The following company deals with customer service for all small to medium-sized businesses. It's a company known as InExpress, INXPRESS, InExpress. If you think of FedEx, if you think of UPS, that's basically what they do for small to medium companies. It's a residual income business with no retail storefront. It's a business-to-business franchise in a global shipping and logistics industry. Serves as a consultant salespeople to offer huge shipping discounts and local service to small to medium-sized businesses. Cash required $65,000. Startup costs are $80,000 to $170,000. Founded in 1999, franchising began a year later in 2000. They have 147 franchisees around the country. With their training, coaching, and mentoring programs, no experience is necessary. The InExpress Corporate Team Solution handles all the back office accounting, including payments, invoicing, billing, and collections, to free the franchisee to focus solely on growing their business. InExpress is the only logistics company in the U.S. with authorized reseller contracts with DHL, the big brown carrier. Multiple trucking freight companies. This gives InExpress franchisees a differentiated ability to provide a full suite of one-stop shop solutions for businesses in their shipping and logistics needs. So if you have an interest to be in the shipping business, take a look at InExpress. Last franchise I'm going to recommend on our list is a company called Our Town America. A little unusual. I'll explain that in just a minute. $70,000 cash required, net worth $180,000. Startup $63,000 to $86,000. Founded in 1972. Franchising began in 2004 with 50 franchises throughout the United States. What do they do? Here's what they do. They have been connecting local businesses with new movers and helping them turn into loyal, long-term customers. As leaders in new mover marketing, we use a mix of proven and perfected methods of direct mail and new technologies to focus exactly on your type of customer. It is a new mover marketing organization that is very strategic marketing partner, integrating direct mail marketing and digital technology. They help each business that we work with target a specific audience each month that they'll have the best chance of turning into regular customers. Unlike traditional direct mail, Our Town America franchisees have the ability to connect businesses with a new set of new movers every month. So, Our Town America is a company which connects businesses in that town to people who just moved in. If that's of interest to you, get a hold of Our Town America. This is Gene Irwin, the founder of the 3D Business Model, trying to give you multiple examples of franchisees and franchises under $50,000 and franchises under $100,000. You're going to find some experience there by taking a look at it. We're now going to give you the recommendation to take a look at where we get this information so you can do your own research. If you recall, I said, I'll do some homework, you do some homework, and we'll see what you found and see if we can help you. Without question, my friend, the company I'm going to refer you to is probably the best in the world at helping you cover information about franchises of all sizes, types, and any business genre that you want to take a look at. It's a company called Franchise Business Review, and that's basically its moniker for its website. I like what they do. Franchise Business Review is https franchisebusinessreview.com. Not difficult, but it's something you should take a look at and help in your own research about being in the franchise business. This podcast by Gene H. Irwin covers all areas of self-employed businesses, home-based businesses, franchises under $50,000 and franchises under $100,000 in order to help you determine exactly what business do you want. The goal here is to help you find a business or a market or industry that might be of value to you. Look at 2 or 3 of those. Let's narrow it down to the 1 or 2 that you might have an interest in marketing, and let me help you build that business. This podcast concludes our process known as What Business Do You Want?, featuring self-employed businesses, home-based businesses, franchises under $100,000 and under $50,000. We hope that you've enjoyed this detailed information, and we look forward to bringing you more quality instruction information soon. But I wanted to give you some information relative to a franchise model I created and a video that covers the same kinds of things we just heard, but in more detail so that you can find it here. Please watch Franchise Development Recommendations by Gene Irwin, https YouTube, it's spelled youtube.be/60KEN6GEGCS, or go to 3dblm.com. You'll be able to find it on the website, or look for Gene Irwin and videos. You'll be able to find it there. In a few moments, I'm going to show you what the thumbnail looks like for that particular video. Here it is coming up on the screen. 3dBLM teaches and coaches franchise development, tips, traps, and expectations. You'll find it extremely valuable. Friend, it's my fervent hope that you understand that being self-employed and having your own home-based business is one of the best ways to not only take care of your family financially, but to give you satisfying opportunities to realize your full potential. I want to share with you the following. How many of what we call small businesses in the United States are there? Well, about 32 million. Most, if not all, were started by self-employed people just like you. In fact, if you ask each of the people who came across the oceans hundreds of years ago to emigrate to America, who left their family and friends behind, I am convinced not one of them said the following phrase, and that is, my fervent goal is to risk life and limb, be subjected to hardship and danger by traveling 4,500 miles to an unknown land, certainly hoping that I can work for somebody else. That never happened. This is Gene Irwin, the founder of the 3D Business Launch Model, wishing you well in all that you do. Help us to help you by contacting us either at 1-800-750-8767 or give us an email atghigfac@aol.com. We'll be glad to help you in any way we can. As I mentioned several times before, thrown a lot at you in this introduction, which talks about the pitfalls of being self-employed. Send us an email or give us a call. We want you to have free access to several videos which solve most of the problems that you've heard me talk about, and we want to be able to determine which course of action may be most beneficial to you and your family in your very own home-based business. This is Gene Irwin, founder of the 3D Business Launch Model. You have a great day.